It is that time again. PSA Graded returns, and oh boy, do I have a lot of good stuff inside this submission. What I started to do is normally I would send PSA like 2 submissions at once, and then I kind of have like 2 coming back at 2 separate times. And then I realized there was no point in doing that because in all reality, what I'm doing is I delayed the return of 1. So I think what I'm gonna just start doing is whenever I send stuff out to PSA, I'll probably just do 1 submission at a time, and then basically we might get like 1 of these videos a month. Or depending on if there's a lot of volume of stuff, I might split into 2, depending on how it goes. But we got 2 boxes. This is a very light one, so I assume this is like 2 or 3 cards. And then we got all the major stuff in here. So let's actually pop this out right now. Let's see what kind of goodies we got. I'm really excited about this. This one has, make sure I see the top. There we go. This one has, there's Blue Eyes in here. There is Charizards in here. And then there's a couple other like old vintagey cards as well. So we'll see what we got. Let's pop this out as well. Make sure I don't see the top. I guess we'll start with this. You know, we'll put the light box first and see what we got. It's a Yu-Gi-Oh card. What we got? Oh boy. Okay, this is gonna be a 9. This is absolutely gonna be. Look, you can see myself and my green screen in the background. This is absolutely gonna be a 9 because this keeps being a 9. Ah, it's a 9. See, it's weird because the card's in great shape. There's no print line or anything, but I'm pretty sure the reason why you can't see, it's kind of hard to see this, but the reason why I feel like this is getting a 9 is because there's a shift. You really cannot see this actually on camera because it's just doing an injustice, but it's definitely a shift. Maybe if I go on the bottom, oh, you can kind of see it over here. You see it? You see a little line? The hollow is actually kind of shifted over. It's still very hard to see, but that's probably what it is. You know, I've seen people telling me before that shifts don't actually affect grades like that, but like, look at this. Good centering. No print lines, a beautiful card. You know what, I'm gonna just keep this as a 9. I'm gonna just keep this as a 9. You know, I have another box. Maybe I'll open that box I have in my closet and we'll try to hunt for another one. But again, the trick with these is almost every single time I'll come across with a Haunted Mind Blue Eyes, a ghost rare, it was always super scratched up by just print lines and stuff like that. Next one we got, oh God. This was a 9 last time. 7! Why? Oh. Again, it's weird because like look, there's nothing going on with this card, you know. It's in good shape. I might resubmit this again for review. It's a beautiful card. It's probably one of the most beautiful Blue Eyes of all time. I kind of wish we would have gotten this here in the States. This was released in 2001, Spell a Mask. I think this is like when they first started having ultimate rares. But like, just look at this. Look at the pattern in the background with the little the ridges and stuff like that. You know, regardless, I don't even care what grade that is that card is just beautiful. For number one, I bought this in person in Japan. It's like the one thing I bought when I visited real briefly back in November. I'm going back again soon, I think, and if I do, I'm probably gonna try to get some more like cards like this. But like, either way, regardless of what grade this ends up having in the finale, you know, because I'm gonna submit it one more time, I'm gonna probably just hang on to it because again, it's just one of those like things that it just means a lot to me. All right, we got another Ghost Rare Blue Eyes. I think last time this came back as an 8, and now it's a 9. Okay, you know what? We're gonna stick with a 9. We're gonna stick with a 9. Why though? I feel like when grades fluctuate that much, you got that chance for it to be. It's probably because of centering in the back. You see how it's a little bit thicker on this side? I think that's probably what it is. But last time it was an 8. You know, it's funny how like the grades can sometimes be so different in between submissions. You know, I've had cards get sent off. They'd be like an 8, then a 9, and then they come back as 10s. You know, that's why you usually send stuff in for a review, because you never know. You never know when you review something if it comes back better. Because sometimes, you know, I feel like stuff is just like, I don't know, graded really differently because like I think they grade multiple kind of cards. You know, someone that's used to grading maybe like sports cards will grade a Yu-Gi-Oh or Pokemon card drastically different. I think that's what it is. I'm actually kind of curious, how many of these Blue Eyes exist? Let's check the where are you? There you are. Let's check the Ghost Rare one first, and then let's check the Spell and Mask one as well. I'm not gonna check the Haunted Mind ones because actually might as well. It won't really hurt. There we go. Okay, so we got for the Haunted Mind, there's 15 10s in the world, and there's 52 9s, which is the one that I just got. For Spell and Mask, there's 33 7s, and there's 288 higher grades, so between 9s and 8s and 10s and stuff like that. And then for oh wait, I just checked that one. That was the Ghost Rare one. How about the Anniversary one? The Anniversary one, which is the 9 that I got back, currently has 45 10s and 47 9s. Interesting. All right, got some Pokemon stuff now. We got, oh, this is gonna be a 10. This card was flawless. 6? What did I miss on this? What did I miss on this? Let me get a little closer look. There's gotta be, oh, okay. How did I miss that? Oh my God. You can't see it. But there's, yeah, you can't see, you see that? There's like an indentation there, but why? From what? Was that my fault? Maybe I just never noticed it. Maybe I just never noticed it. Oh, that's rough, because I feel like this car was in perfect shape with everything else. I mean, it was like a $40 car, so it's not that big of a deal, but like, man, that indentation kind of hurts, literally. Huh, okay, it's fine. That's fine. I'm probably not going to try to hunt these, because usually Japanese cars, they don't tend to like, depending on what the circumstances are, they don't tend to like age that well, if that makes sense. So I'm probably just, if they ever decide to get like that in English as a release, you know, I'm probably gonna try to get that graded. But for now, I'm gonna just hang on to this for whatever. Hey, good news is there's 2 6s. There's only 2 6s. All right, next one we got. Oh, I think there's like 4 in that pile. I think there's definitely like 4 in that pile. But man, that's if I get 110, I'm happy. Let me actually check. So for 9s, there's 100. Wow, there's 161 9s and there's 577 10s. That's a lot. It's still a beautiful car regardless. Okay, let's see what we got. One of these has to be a 10. Just give me one. Is it a 10? Is it a 10? Did I win? Yeah! We got one. Oh boy. If you guys remember the infamous arc with this card, you know, I've had basically every single one that I got was basically sent to me. With the exception of one that I pulled. Big shout out to Justin. Justin sent me his card. I actually don't know which is which from that pile. Justin sent me his card, and then he also sent me a pin collection that had a Charizard in it. So maybe this might be the one that Justin sent me, and then this came back as a 10 from the inside, but whatever. We got one more actually. Let's see what we got. One more. Come on, 10. Hey, dude! Whoa, yo! We got 2! Yo, that's awesome. That is fantastic. Yo, okay. All right. We got a little thing going now. It's like I had that rough start in the beginning, but now it's like we're making up for it. All right, next one. We got actually a lot of cards to go through. I pulled this. I'm probably gonna give this I'm definitely gonna give this to my girlfriend. Hey, it's a 10. Blastoise and Piplup. She loves both of these, so I told her I was gonna submit this for her, so she's gonna be excited when I pop out of the office here in a second and give this to her. There's currently, whoa, there's only 10 of these in the world. Is nobody grading these? Why not? It's Blastoise. It's iconic. All right, we got the Dragon Ball Super cards that Justin also sent. No, this is actually mine. Yeah, I figured this is gonna be a 10. And I'm gonna assume that nobody else sent this in because there's no reason to send this in. But when I opened that box, I'm like, this is a really cool looking Goku. This is awesome. And there's currently, whoa, actually, I take that back. Oh wait, I clicked on the wrong one. My bad. I was like, wait a minute, there's actually a bunch of these right now. Goku, there it is, okay. I got my little list pulled up. People always ask me, what do you do to look it up? Yeah, there's only one of these in the world, as expected. So when you get your cards graded, something that's cool about PSA is you get the report, the pop report. You can look it up yourself, psacard.com/pop. Hashtag not sponsored, I'm just letting you know. You can look up to see what the population is of any card from, you know, sports cards, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, Dragon Ball, whatever. You can look that up yourself on there. So that's what I used to look stuff up, you know. It's kind of cool to see how many exist. Okay, this was sent to me by Justin. Ah, it's a 9. I feel like, you know, this could be a 10 because there's nothing wrong with this card. The centering is fantastic. The thing about Dragon Ball Super cards is I'm definitely going to send this in for review just because, like, a lot of times these cards, they're just in flawless shape. It just comes down to the fact that they're, I love how the signature stands out. These cards are in such great shape that there's no reason for them to come back anything below 10 unless they were just heavily played. Okay, how many of the hits exist? All right, for whatever reason, my internet decided, hey, you're recording the video. Let me stop working right now while I'm trying to look up these grades. Hit though, there are 7 10s and 12 9s. I'm definitely sending that in because Hit is one of my favorite Dragon Ball Super characters. And again, this art is just fantastic. I love all the signature cards. They're great. Next one should be the Vegito. Ooh, this is a major hit if this is a 10. Look at me again. Hello, wave. Okay. Justin! It did come back as a 10. Look at that. What I love about this is they got both Sean Schemmel and Sabbath signatures on it. I like the idea of, like, you know, offering the signature of the voice actors on these cards. This is not like signed. It's part of the actual card. This is how they like release the design on the card. I think it's super badass. Okay, how many Vegetos exist? That one I really am curious about because I feel like that one was heavily graded because that was definitely one of those major hits that you wanted to collect from that set. Yeah, as I expected, there's a bunch of these. There's 34 10s in circulation. So the thing that's interesting about Dragon Ball Super cards is the people set values for them, but they're not like they're not consistent values in regards to what they actually what the demand is. If that makes sense. For example, the Victory Strike Goku from the Tournament Power Set at one point had reached $1,600 in value, but nobody was paying that. And the price is just always hovering around that for like literally for months, but no one was paying it. I think the most I've seen one sell for was roughly somewhere around $1,000 for a PSA 10, which is still a lot for a new game, a new card. But still, like, the values for these are interesting. So, like, for example, this could be worth like $500, $600, but no one's gonna pay that. So therefore, is it really worth that much? For me, like I said, I don't really care. This is like one of the things that I just added to my collection, and then basically, it's just one of those things that I just love to have in my own collection. So I don't really care about what the actual prices are in the end, but it is cool to know that when you have something that is worth a certain amount. But like with Dragon Ball Super cards, you just don't really know what's actually worth. All right, I'm probably gonna stop checking the thing because this is gonna be a 9. Yep, I'm gonna stop checking the actual thing because it's just not working. The site. What's interesting about this card is I've had several. So when I pulled this from the same batch that I pulled the Lugia, if you guys remember, which came back as a 10, and also Feraligatr. And I remember both, the Lugia came back as a 10 originally, the Feraligatr came back as a 9, and I had it reviewed and it came back as a 10. And I feel like if I have this reviewed, you know, at some point they're gonna give it a 10 because there's nothing wrong with it. There's no print lines, you know, it's got really good centering, the back is fantastic. So I just feel like, again, it's one of those situations where I'm just getting one of those graders that's, you know, probably used to grading sports cards or something like that. But like, the thing about this card is it's so hard to get a Metal Energy as a 10 that if you have it as a 10, you know, number one, it's worth a good chunk of money, and two, it's just one of those things that's like, I think I'm gonna try to hit the population report, but the pop report for these are always like so ridiculously low that, oh, it's working, look at that. There's 15 10s in the world, which is kind of crazy. So I'm definitely gonna have this reviewed, you know, eventually you're gonna win. Like, give me a grader that knows Pokemon stuff. All right, let's put you over here. Plus, it's still also cool, you know, anything from Neo, for the Neo set, I think is always a win. Speaking of Feraligatr, I pulled this out of my batch of packs at one time. This is 9. An 8? Why? Why we got an 8 on this? You know, I thought this was in good shape. It's funny, I got the more valuable Feraligatr in first edition as well as a PSA 10. I don't have it next to me, but I got the Japanese one actually, which is kind of funny. These are the differences. But I actually, surprisingly, I like this one better. I like the art of the open mouth Feraligatr a lot better than the other one. I'm probably just gonna hang on to this. This is probably most likely going to be, I mean, there's a couple things wrong with it. I didn't expect this to be a 10. I thought it was gonna be like a 9. I'm gonna hang on to this just because, again, I already have the first edition collection for it anyways. Next, we got Rayquaza. This is the French one. Probably an 8. I'll take a 9. I actually have this as a PSA 10 in English, which is kind of funny. I have this as a, you know what's weird is they're grading, I submitted this as like a French card. I'm surprised that they actually graded it as a English card. I don't know if that was an error, but I feel like that would kind of throw off the overall pool of how many Rayquazas exist in English. But yeah, that's definitely, this is Kyogre. This is gonna be a 9. I had them off. Yeah, both of these are actually French cards, as you can see, but it's still, you know, they still retain their names, Rayquaza and Kyogre. And I feel like they should have both come back as French cards, but whatever. Next, we got Rare Candy. This is the only thing I pulled out of like a batch of packs a couple months ago, like some vintage stuff that was sent to me. 9! I'll take it. You know, I mean, I didn't expect much of it. This is surprisingly kind of a valuable card. I think it's like PSA 10. We're talking about like 150 to 200 bucks or something like that. Might be even more. But yeah, Rare Candy is always like one of those iconic cards. We got something in Japanese. Oh, these are all going to be 10s. Yep. 10 number 1. 10 number 2. That's all Japanese cards. 10 number 3. Yeah, Japanese cards, they just grade so easily. Ah, we got a 9, but why? I get 3 10s back to back, then I get that 1 9. It's like, but why? Okay, how about this one? This is going to be, actually, let's see. Ooh, Missy's Tears. I forgot I sent this. This is actually a gift from Leonhardt. 9! No! What's wrong with it? All right, time to do my investigation skills. It's probably the centering, to be honest. It is a little bit thicker on that side. And on this side as well. Yeah, that's probably what it is. I mean, I'm probably going to hang on to it anyways. This is a banned card because it's got Naked Misty. That's what they called the card originally. But yeah, it's actually surprisingly worth a decent amount as a PSA 10 as well. Next, we got Blastoise. This is going to be a 10. Yep, like I said, when it comes down to these guys, they're always 10s. And then we got... But because this is Charizard, yeah, I can't give me a 10 on that. It's all good. I mean, I actually have this as a PSA 10 already, so this is cool. I pulled this actually from the batch of packs that I bought from Leonhardt. It was like in the very last pack, and that was actually hilarious. You know, overall, I gotta say this is a pretty good return. This is definitely a pretty good return. I cannot wait to get my next batch. The thing about doing graded cards is every day you wake up and you think, am I going to get that notification? Am I going to get that notification? And I think I submitted these back in December, and I think they got their hands on it in like the beginning of like January 2nd, and I didn't get this sent back to me until like the 31st. So it's like, that was a whole month of waiting, man. Yeah, I wish that we can get faster turnarounds for PSA, but at the same time, it is kind of dope to see that they're that busy because it shows you how many people are integrating cards. And I feel like the more people are integrating cards, the better in general, because that drives up the demand and value for these cards. So it's kind of like a win-lose situation. You win because these cards become more rare and valuable, but you lose because you got to wait slightly longer to get them come back. But yeah. Comment section below, let me know your thoughts on, I guess, this return, and stay tuned for more. Hit that thumbs up if you enjoyed today's video, and stay tuned for more content on the channel. I know I've been kind of slow in the last couple weeks, but fear not, we got stuff to open soon, so stay tuned for that. Thank you guys for watching. My name is Rhymestyle. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.